Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I decided that I wanted to do an intro video to just introduce myself and tell you a little bit about my life and kind of explain what the channel is all about. My name is Jordan. I am a mom to 4 wonderful kids. My husband Dan, he's my rock, my everything. We, a few years ago, started a little crafting business. My husband has a laser machine. I got the machine more so that I could make things to put them around my house because I'm huge on decorating and I love making my home beautiful. And then it kind of just turned into a small business where we made little things for people, a lot of custom orders. At one point during quarantine, the business kind of blew up and became a bigger deal for us. And in blow up, I'm not meaning like it was a huge deal, but to us, we were so busy filling orders and it was such a huge blessing in our lives. During COVID, decided to make sacrament trays for our church that we're a part of. With COVID, we couldn't go to church, and so to be able to take the sacrament, we made these trays so that other people could do it at home as well. And that's kind of what blew up the business and made us super busy. But we've loved it and we're so grateful for all of it. So one of the huge reasons that I decided to start all of this is that I've dealt with a lot of anxiety and depression, and crafting kind of pulled me out of that. I know that there's a lot of people that can relate in that sense, that finding something that you love and you're passionate about, that you're excited to get up and do every day, really truly helps your mental health. And so for me, that was what I needed. Not only my kids, who I love and motivate me and make me want to be a better mom and want to be with them at all hours of the day, I felt like I needed something else that helped me feel like I had an identity again. I think as a mom, it's so easy to feel lost and to feel like when you become a stay-at-home mom, you're no longer your own person anymore. You are mom, and that's 24 hours a day. And I love it, and I would never trade it for anything in the world. But I needed something that made me feel like me. And being able to craft kind of in the evenings after kids went to bed pulled me out of that, and so I'm so grateful for that opportunity that I had to be able to start doing that. And then this last year, we decided, spur of the moment, that with the housing market and how crazy the housing market was, that we were going to sell our home that we built, that I loved. I loved my home. And if I could take my home and move it to somewhere that had land, I would 100% do that because I loved my home. But we decided, the spur of the moment, we were going to sell it with how high the market was, and we were going to pay off our debt, and we were going to live in an RV. And we went and bought an RV with 4 kids, and the RV was wonderful. We had a bunkhouse in the back. that had 5 beds, and it had an extra bathroom for the kids. It really truly was, it was an awesome RV. And our plan was to then build our house while we were living in the RV. Well, it came down to, we had paid off all of our debt going into building our house. But then we bought our RV and we bought our truck. So that was the only debt then at that point that we had. And in living in the RV, the whole point was to save money. We're living on our lot, we're gonna save money. But that didn't end up being the case. I think a lot of people don't understand the cost that comes with RV life. We had wonderful neighbors that were willing to let us come live on their land for quite a while, for a few months, and so that we could use their electric and their water. So we didn't have to move the RV every day up and down off our lots up on a mountain. So we didn't have to move it down off the mountain to then go back up every day. That's a lot of work. And so they were kind enough to let us stay with them, and they are the most amazing people and such a huge blessing in our lives. Even now, not living on their property, they are people that will forever be a part of our lives. They almost feel like family to us. But when it came down to trying to build, a lot of the banks are being pretty dang strict with things. And because we had that RV and truck debt now, which they always say when you're wanting to buy a house, do not sell your house and get any debt, because that goes hard against you, and that was the case. That debt was holding us back in building our dream home, and so we decided that we were going to rent. I have to say, not living in the snow was a pretty big push on that. We were not excited about that, and all the things that come with tanks freezing and water tank freezing and all that kind of stuff. And so we decided that renting was just the best option for us, and now we are selling our RV and our truck, and then we will go into our home debt-free, which is a huge deal. And that's what we wanted from the beginning, was to be debt-free going into building our home. So I can't say that I'm upset about having to rent, because I know that that's where we're headed, that we're headed to building our home. We've gone back and forth a lot on selling our lot or keeping it. We bought an acre lot, and our dream has always been to live on a lot of land. And out here where we are in Utah, there's not a lot of big lots. A lot of the neighborhoods are very squeezed together, and so we kind of have been like, if we sell it, we don't know that we'll find anything else, and that's scary to us. So we've kind of been like, we can't sell it, we need to keep it. That's been a hard decision. But now, hopefully, as soon as we sell the RV and the truck, we got to get it into the shop and get a few repairs done on it that come from living in an RV. And then we'll list it for sale and then start our house process, which will be huge. And we're so incredibly excited about it. But all of that to say, RV life was wonderful. And I went into it going, it's going to be hard. Having that 6 people in an RV is going to be hard. And at the end of all of it, I can say it's probably one of the best things we've ever done. So if you are ever on the fence about it, as someone who deals with anxiety and depression, I loved it. Loved it. I loved the summer. We were able to travel. Went to Arizona, we went to California, we went to Oregon, Washington, Idaho. It was seriously amazing. I loved it. And if we didn't have school and my husband didn't need to be in Utah, we probably would have stayed in it and we would have traveled. But we needed to be back for school and work. And part of all of that, and why I talk about all of that, is because during that time, all of our stuff was in storage units. And that included our machine that ran our business. And so part of the decision to sell our stuff and rent was so that we had our machine to be able to run our business. So we're back up and running, and I'm so excited about it. Christmas and Thanksgiving are probably my favorite time of year because I love decorating for them. So we decided that I wanted to do a crafting channel, and that's always kind of been a big thing that I've wanted to do, but then my anxiety has kind of made that hard on me, and I kind of struggled figuring out what was the best thing for me and how I was going to do this. And I just decided that that I just needed to bite the bullet and do it. I've always been a huge true crime junkie, like for as long as I can remember. I love true crime. Everything that I read, movies I watch, those are the kind of things that I'm drawn to. And it's more that it's interesting to me to hear these cases and kind of try and think what was going through these people's minds and how they got to these places, and it's just very fascinating to me. Yeah, that's what I can say, is that it's just very fascinating to me. And there's some cases that I, for my own anxiety, will not cover, but I thought I would kind of pick and choose cases that were interesting to me, and just go based on that. But then I also wanted to be able to include my crafts and our business. So we decided to combine it into a craft and crime channel. So throughout the videos, you'll see my crafting, and then I'll talk about the case, whichever case I'm on at that time. So I hope that it's something that you all will enjoy. I'm pretty excited about it, being able to combine two things that I love together. I'm so excited about it. But if you're somebody that doesn't like crime, you can turn off the sound and just watch the videos. I will try and do some shorter tutorials on some of the things that I make, that if you're just into crafting and just want to see that tutorial and a quick thing, I will try and do some of those videos so that you can see a little bit of, so you can kind of see the craft quicker and not have to watch an hour-long video. But I am hoping to keep my videos somewhat short, hopefully within the 10 to 15 minute range is my goal, so that you can see the craft and the crime story and not spend your whole day on one video. So that's my goal, and I hope that you guys will follow along that'll give you some creative ideas to be able to craft. We will be selling the craft kit, so I'll have the website, our website down in the description, as well as our other social media places. I will be doing TikTok videos and YouTube videos. So the TikTok videos will be shorter because that's how TikTok is. My YouTube videos will be a little bit longer. So if you want more in-detail videos of the cases, YouTube would be the place to be. So I'll put those down as well, so you can go there. I'll also have an Instagram that you can go on and see what crafts I've done and which cases I'm covering. And yeah, I'm just excited for this phase of my life. I'm excited to be able to share two things that I love, and yeah, I hope that you'll all follow along and like and subscribe to the channel, comment. All those things help me a lot, especially as I'm getting going. Hopefully, you know, in all of this, and a lot of my cases are like kidnapping cases, missing cases. My hope in sharing the stories is that putting faces out there will draw attention and help us find people. If I could even impact one person's life through all of my videos, that's good enough for me. Just knowing that I could be a platform that could help people, that's ultimately my goal. Some of the cases, like the Gabby Petito case, I will be covering that one. You know, they're at this point, there's nobody to be found anymore. But I hope that through sharing that story, that if you're in a domestic violence relationship, that you will leave, that you will see the signs, and get out of a situation that you shouldn't be in to save your life, you know. So through all of the stories, I hope to impact people in some way. My first story that I did, I hope that brings some laughs. If I can give, if I can make people smile that day, great. You know, whatever I can do to be a positive light, and even just help one person is my main goal. So thank you guys for watching. I so appreciate it, and I'm so excited to build a community within this crime community and crafting community. I've already made some friends through all of this, and I'm excited. I'm excited to be able to share all of this. So thank you so much for following, and I can't wait to share my other videos. I'm really hoping to get up a couple videos a week. I will try and get up more if I can. If it's a week where I'm having a hard time and I only get a video out that week, then that's what it will be. But I've got to make sure and take care of me and my family as well. So yeah, I hope you guys will follow along and subscribe and comment and like, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.